Fertility clinics across the U.S. are now the central focus of the explosive debate over when life begins. With an Alabama Supreme Court ruling frozen embryos are children, some fertility treatments have been halted, leaving patients confused and afraid.
I never envisioned that anybody would question the morality of IVF, and now it's very scary.
The ruling stems from a 2020 case when a fertility patient handled and destroyed frozen embryos. The families who lost embryos sued the clinic, arguing it qualified as the wrongful death of a child. The majority of Alabama's state Supreme Court agreed. The Chief Justice wrote, "Even before birth, all human beings bear the image of God, and their lives cannot be destroyed without effacing his glory." Another justice added the state must treat every human being in accordance with the fear of a holy God.
We foster the culture of life and protect the sanctity of life.
The ruling led one major hospital to pause its in vitro fertilization program, fearing staff could be prosecuted. Modern IVF care includes routinely discarding abnormal embryos, according to the head of the American Society for Reproductive Medicine.
So I think the fear is that providers are going to be so fearful to practice that they may choose not to practice in the state of Alabama.
She also says even if doctors are willing to practice, this ruling makes IVF even more expensive.
Because if we cannot discard embryos, we have to keep them frozen, that'll increase the cost, and that cost will be borne by patients.
As other states consider following Alabama's lead, at least one U.S. presidential candidate is siding with the court.
When you talk about an embryo, you are talking about, to me, that's a life.
And Katie, the White House has responded much differently to this ruling.
Yeah, the White House says this is the kind of chaos that's to be expected after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, ending federal protections for reproductive rights. State-level lawmakers now have so much more power, so we expect other Republican-majority states that already have abortion bans to closely examine the Alabama decision to see if there's anything similar that they can introduce. The fight over reproductive rights is already a major focus of the presidential election campaign, and this ruling is going to add to that fight.
Sure will. All right, Katie Simpson in Washington tonight.